Well, it's April the 20th. It's almost May. I gotta get my ass to the gym. I can barely walk. Like, my abdomen's become so swollen. It's been like 80 degrees out. I did one 1 mile walk. Can you believe that? And I went to Jimmy John's, got 2 sandwiches, ate one there, came back and ate the other. So in a half mile, I had worked up an appetite. So I figured it's best to start drinking a lot of water. This wasn't full, but I just had to pour some of this ice cold water. I mean, it's got ice in it, into this other water jug I use, and then throw that in the freezer. Because I figure it's already 32 degrees. It just got to get a little bit colder for a few hours. Hopefully when I get home, I'll have a nice piece of ice I can throw some water in and get ready for tomorrow with more ice. You know, ice water's good. Yeah, I have got to get a handle on my weight. I'm not motivated at all. And everything recently has become extremely hard to do. Like walking's hard. I think I developed asthma over the winter. I'm thinking I might have developed asthma. Because when I walk, it just feels like there's a bunch of tendons pulling my chest close. And I just want to sit there and breathe. Yeah, I can like breathe in and it makes me want to cough really bad. So no bong loads for me on this 420. I really need to go back to the gym. I need to go get a gym membership. And this is what I want to do is if I could just get to the point where I quit drinking, then I could wake up early enough to go to the gym, like walk down there. I mean, I'm currently the gym's just like 2 blocks ahead of me, but I'm not going that way. Yeah, do my morning routine there, and then do a workout, and then come home. I don't know why I don't do that. You know, I've already dropped a lot of this weight once. And as what happened was I'd gotten clean and sober, and I had a girlfriend, and I was, you know, on cloud 9. It was awesome. I had to set up a doctor's appointment because at the time I had a bunch of excessive skin from all of the weight that I had lost. So I went to make an appointment with a surgeon. Hold on, cars aren't really knowing what's supposed to be going on. And they had to book it like 3 months out. And, you know, I've always been very self-conscious about it. You know, just having all this extra skin, it's like you're Elastic Man, you know, it sucks. It really does, because you work through all of that, and now you wanted it to be done and behind you. I want to be reminded of it every day. So I went to the doctor. He took a bunch of... Well, let's backtrack. Right before I went to the doctor, my girlfriend, who was also kind of like my boss at the time... Yeah, that's a smart move. Shit where you eat. Let's see what happens. So, at the place I was working, you have to clock out by 5 hours for lunch, because that's part of the agreement of working there. But since I was only working 5-hour chunks anyway, or 4.5, they told me I could work a little bit longer. And this one day, by the way, this company had a no relationships in the same department policy. So the thing that sucked is one day I had worked over the 5 hours, so it automatically came up with the strike. So I texted her. I was like, hey, can you go ahead and change the time clock, shave those last 2 minutes off of my schedule, and we'll add them like onto another day. I don't want to get in trouble. She goes, yeah, sure, or whatever. I forgot exactly what the reply was. And I get called into the management office the next day. And so yeah, there's a no relationship policy. There's strike one. She turned us in. And they showed where I had worked more than 5 hours. That was strike two. Now keep in mind, I was still kind of fresh to this department. So was she. I had only been in there 4 months. And trust me, 4 years at a back room place, or 4 months, I mean, you learn really quick how to do everything. It's not that hard. And so when I first started working there, I forgot to do something that you're supposed to know. And yeah, it cost the company a lot of money. But it was my mistake. It was the guy teaching me. He actually got fired for it because that was his last strike. So I was like, oh shit, I didn't know. I didn't think it was fair that I had that strike. Because then with the relationship and the time card thing, it's 3 strikes, you're out. So that was on a Tuesday. My doctor's appointment was on a Friday, and like I said, I had to schedule it 3 months out. Her and I were only going out for just a month or so, not even. And yeah, it couldn't have happened at a worse time. So this place I had to work at, you had to work there for a year to get health benefits. And then once I had health benefits, I made the appointment, which was 3 months out. And so, all in the same week, I get fired, lose my health benefits, but I figure, fuck it. I'm gonna go to the surgeon just to get doctor's thumbs up pretty much of, yeah, you are a candidate for skin surgery. So basically it was just a case of show me the money. And I figured since I was working at this place, I dropped all this weight. It was now a workplace medical condition, right? Because I didn't have the money to pay for it. I can't say the company that I work for. I probably could. Good old Sam's place, let's call it that. And so, yeah, it really sucked because I had the surgeon approval. So with the surgeon approval, insurance goes, sorry, he was fired or whatever. We're not covering it. So it came back. Now that shit's coming back to haunt me, which is a pain in the ass. I don't want it to haunt me. And then, so I lost my girl, lost my job. Didn't have the health insurance anymore to give to the doctors to go, yeah, we can cut all this childhood nightmarish bullshit off of you. And on top of that, that was a Friday. Saturday, a buddy says, come over, do some plumbing. I was driving a Volkswagen. He goes, I'll tune your car up. He tunes it up, and it's running like shit. Like, I could barely get the thing into town. The engine was all pinging, it was knocking. Turns out, I burned the engine up because of how he had it tuned. Really pissed me off. Like, I was gonna, like, imagine a Volkswagen, if you will, if you made the Batmobile out of it. I thought it was gonna be awesome. Nope. Engine seized. So, losing a job, losing a girl, losing a car. Depression started back up from the beginning. And since then, I've been slowly packing on shameful pound after shameful pound. Now it's hard to move around. Fuck my life.